let's start getting these characters in the game. Jimmy Neutron, Kreskin, ready for battle. They ready to get into the game. Thought I'd make another video to talk about it. And on top of that, um, I'm also going to be talking about things that I would like to see for an anniversary announcement. Maybe we don't know what's going on. I'm curious to find out if there's going to be a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl anniversary announcement, and it'll be perfect with Rocko. Still think he's coming out early October. I'm excited to see what their plans are for this game. And before we get into all that and start talking about these other ones, for other things I would like to see for the game itself, for October. I think October is going to be a huge month for this game, and I'm really excited. And even for events like this, for example, October 11th is the Kreskin Q&A event, and we're going to try to get him in the game, the amazing Kreskin. If you haven't heard about him before and you don't know, I made a video about a moveset, how he can play a psychic magician that can have all types of different abilities on the field, and it'll be awesome to have him battle against Jimmy Neutron versus Kreskin. Who you guys got winning that particular showdown and that matchup? I'm excited for both of these characters. I hope they get in as DLC, and that's why I'm making this video. I want them in the game. Jimmy Neutron is a Nickelodeon All-Star, and if you haven't already known, Kreskin is also part of Nickelodeon and canon to the Nickelodeon universe from a while ago. I personally didn't know that he was part of the Nickelodeon universe until recently, and just again, I made some ideas of how he can play and talked about a little bit of his story and backstory. If you don't know, I have that video popping up at the end of the video as an end screen. If you guys want to check it out, I made a moveset for him, and I'll even put it in the description for you guys. And also, I even made additionally moves and character ideas for Jimmy Neutron, how he can play in this game to be a part of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. So I have both of those links popping up for the end screen going towards the end of the video, and I'll even drop them in the description if you don't want to watch the video in full, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm curious what you guys think about these characters. We're going to open up the roster and start talking about this game. Let's get these characters in. I'm definitely going to be watching the Q&A event with Kreskin to see what's being talked about with Kreskin Nation and Jimmy Neutron for Brawl. We want to get these characters in and add it to the roster as soon as possible. I hope the developers are watching this and checking this out. Hopefully it'll be awesome to really see what they think about these characters. If it's possible, let's make it happen. Let's take the opportunity to get these characters in, and it'll really make the roster unique. Just like I was saying before, I'm excited. They have so many characters from these different worlds that they can really be able to get in to represent. Even other shows can get in, and other characters that I want to see in the game outside of those characters with Jimmy Neutron and Kreskin. I can't wait to play as them. I hope the developers consider it, and I hope that they see the trend and the hype for these characters, and even more Nickelodeon universe shows, other Nick shows that can be able to get in to this game. The potential is there. It's still there. They have a lot of different things that they can add into the game to bring more players into it and bring players together with that crossplay that I would like to see part of the anniversary. So we're going to start talking about that, but I just wanted to just advertise it for you guys for October 11th, the Q&A. I'm going to see what's going to be talked about. We might even find out some information and maybe some surprises way before then with October 11th. The anniversary for this game is October 5th. What do you guys hope to see? What do you guys want to see for an anniversary sort of announcements? Or what do you guys think is going to be brought to the table? I think Rocko is definitely going to be included with crossplay. I would hope to see that maybe for early October prior to the Q&A for Kreskin. I hope that they definitely reveal some more characters, maybe a new surprise universe pack, maybe things that we don't know about, and other surprises that they teased. And hopefully there's some more light shed upon on that at some point, maybe at the end of this week. We don't know, maybe sometime closer into once the beginning of October, with the next month approaching in a matter of days, we might end up finding out more. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes out for that Q&A October 11th with Kreskin and see what's being said. And I'm definitely interested in seeing his reactions of what he thinks about being into this game, and it'll definitely beef up the roster. Just like I said before, with his abilities, his moveset potential is definitely limitless. when you think of a psychic magician, you see what I'm saying? Telekinesis and more. I came up with my own hypnosis and so much more that he can do to the enemy and to the opponent on the battlefield. He can hypnotize Jimmy Neutron. That'll be funny to see. Have him stunned for a little amount of time. The developers can really get creative, and that was part of my ideas for the character, how he can play. So I want to definitely see these characters get in, Kreskin and Jimmy Neutron for Brawl. That's why I want to make this video even more, and also to be able to talk upon, just expand about what I would like to see for a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl anniversary announcement, for some surprises and more. Hopefully they'll be able to elaborate what their plans are for the game, what the future is going to hold for this game, and not even just, you know, after Rocko, what's going to happen, who's going to get in next, what kind of content is going to be added, new modes. I definitely want to see some new game modes, and maybe even expand it. 8 players, maybe they can extend this a little bit more. The arcade could be a little bit longer too. But just a little recap. Let's go to the news info for the tab. We already had Hugh Neutron. He's been out for a little while, but I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing next, because the voiceovers and the items was a shadow drop, something that I wasn't really expecting, especially the items. I didn't think they were all going to come out together at once. I think this was the biggest update alongside of Hugh Neutron, with the size and the patch and so much more. So I'm curious to see how Rocko's going, and maybe hopefully we'll get an ETA, maybe a trailer reveal, or a trailer or character news on when we can expect to see him this fall, because we already up in the fall and our autumn season, whatever you want to call it. The fall season is already upon us, so it's Rocko's turn to shine, and hopefully some new characters are going to be in waiting after Rocko. At least I would hope to say so for these characters for the DLC. I really want to see more for the game, and then for the extras, just like I always say, they can expand the playlist or this particular tab and the extras to add more. They can expand the arcade. The online is a lot more smooth and a better experience. I think this game is crossplay ready now, because we don't have the lag and the stuttering, the freezing, and the instability with disconnecting, which was even worse when it came out free for PlayStation Plus. It was a lot of people online. It was so much lag. You couldn't really control your character, and there was some bugs with aim, since he got fixed now, because he was a one-punch man, basically a one-punch god in this game. So that's going and fixed. So I really want to see some of these characters, and just to talk about some other Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl announcements. What does a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl anniversary announcement look like to you, as far as some surprises, some huge information, huge news? Crossplay for sure for online, not even just with Rocko coming out potentially early in October. At least I hope so. Hopefully no delays and everything goes well. I want to see these other characters like Timmy Turner getting into the game. He's one of my favorite characters. You know, I definitely want to see Jimmy and Neutron and Kreskin, of course, but I want to see some other characters get in. They can go into the fan poll and add Squidward. Squidward is one of the most requested, newest, most requested, #1 most requested character to be in the game. And if I'm making another universe pack, I'm gonna definitely take some of those characters for the fan poll, and it's gonna create even more of attraction for this game and more people to be able to purchase, because that said character is in it, because there's more content and more additional DLC for the game. So I'm hoping Rocko being a fan favorite, I hope he definitely sells well. I think he's going to sell well, in my honest opinion, because some people have been waiting. And once he got revealed from the universe pack, people have been literally waiting for him to come out, and probably didn't even consider getting those other characters that were part of the pack itself, because Rocko's in it. Because Rocko's one of their favorite nostalgic characters and one of their favorite shows to watch, Rocko's Modern Life. I grew up watching the show too, so I can't wait to see how he plays. I wish I could play and test him out and see what he can do. But it'll be amazing to see what he's capable of with his jackhammer, what kind of stage he'll have, and so much more. But characters like Timmy Turner, El Tigre, let's just go back to the roster real quick. They can get some more villains up in here. Queen Vexus. Some people have asked to see Queen Vexus in the game. Even some more Danny Phantom and villains, and Crumb from Real Monsters. Arnold is another all-star. They have some missing iconic all-stars, and Jimmy Neutron is one of them, to be able to get added into the roster. You only got one Wild Thornberrys rep. You got Reptar. You can add some of the other ones. Tommy and Chucky, they're icons too. Tommy from Rugrats and more. Some people want to see more of the Laos from the Lao House series. The Casa Grandes. I haven't really watched too much of the show. But the Casa Grandes, Ronnie Ann. And then we still need a Fire Nation rep. We need some good characters from there to represent the Fire Nation. Like Zuko, etc., etc. Azula, Ozai. Eero, see what I'm saying? SpongeBob got some good reps too. We only got SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. Just like I said with Squidward, he's already most requested. You can get Squidward tentacles in the next pack for a DLC for an anniversary announcement. Jimmy Neutron, Kreskin, and a SpongeBob rep. That's what it looks like for me for a next universe pack. Or maybe they can go above and beyond, adding 4 characters. Jimmy Neutron, Kreskin, Squidward, and then a whole different Nickelodeon rep from a show that's not even introduced, like LT Gray and Rocket Power, that I really love to see. Auto Rocket, Twister, Reggie, and then Sam, aka Squid, that they call him for his nickname. There's so much more. You can get Dib in here. You can get some other Ren and Stimpy reps. Ninja Turtles got the most characters in here right now. You can get Raphael, Donatello, if possible. Casey Jones. They got a lot of different options. Ickis, who's also in the fan polls, he has some potential, huge moveset potential in this game that can really be able to shine. I think any character that they add that's new, I would definitely end up buying, even if it's not a fan favorite from the polls. New characters create more content for the game. Jimmy and Kreskin, I think, is already a perfect start for a unique roster for a next potential DLC duo pack. Some people want to see Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Maybe that could be something. That's a big Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl anniversary DLC announcement. You got Jimmy, Kreskin, and then Timmy Turner. You know that's gonna sell. But they got a lot of different characters from these different worlds in the Nickelodeon universe that can really be able to shine. So I'm hoping that they really get those characters in. I want the developers to see the hype and the potential of these characters, see what people want in the game. Kreskin and Jimmy Neutron shining. You got the Boy Genius, and then you got a Psychic Magician. That's already two unique options to stack the roster a little bit more, to turn it up a little bit more, and then you can go into the fan polls and get one of those other characters from those other Nickelodeon shows that have yet to be represented. But that's what an announcement, a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl anniversary announcement with that crossplay. Rocko come out with crossplay, and then you drop another trailer with other characters that have yet to be revealed into the game. See what I'm saying? That's gonna be huge. That's extra hype. That's more traffic for the game. More people coming back to the game, playing it more consistently and being active, regardless of who he or she chooses to play with, the character or the platform that he or she chooses and prefers for their forte. It's going to be something that's going to be huge for this game. And it's going to bring that excitement. Jimmy Neutron, Kreskin, and whoever else they can get into this game with all these different worlds that you already have the rights to. You can expand and be able to continue to evolve. But that's what it looks like. Just with those different universe packs and different items. Rocko, they can add more items in the game, of course. Let's open it up. You only got a couple items. Seems like they can add more. Rocko could come out with another one. Even though I think this one is from Rocko's world. But they can, it's only so little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see. So 6, 12, let me see, 13, 14, 15. You got 16 items. So they can definitely add more. Rocko come out with some new items, and then those taunts that we got to see, new taunts. Rocko comes out, and then crossplay, and then you have more upcoming characters. That's definitely going to be big news for this game, and that's what it looks like. Doesn't really have to be a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl anniversary announcement, but definitely it'll lead into more plans for the game's future to be able to shine and so much more that they can do. So I really hope the developers consider it. Let's get Jimmy Neutron in the game, Kreskin, Timmy Turner. Let's push for those characters and get them in here so this game continues to shine on. More people will be able to play. People who have wanted to see Jimmy. And even some people that I know particularly were waiting for Jimmy Neutron so to get into the game personally. So it's definitely going to attract people to buy the game because of those set characters and really be able to give it a chance and check it out and have fun. So I really hope that they get in. I hope so. And let me know what you guys think. I just want to see your reactions for these characters, Jimmy and Kreskin, whatever you guys think. What would you like to see for a Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl update, or a character that you want to see and or modes and what you're looking for in particular for this game? Regardless of how often you play the game, just let me know in the comments of what y'all think with these characters. I really think they can shine. The potential is there, and they got a lot that they can bring to the table into the next year for 2023. And I'm not talking about the ultimate edition. They have a lot more that they can bring. I believe they do. But I hope that they can really get those other characters in, and it's going to really bring even more traffic into the game and more people playing it more often and being active online. I think the game is crossplay ready. I wish I knew what was going on with crossplay as far as the status is ready for the crossplay now to bring people together. And I definitely want to play with other people that are on other platforms so they don't have to buy a whole nother PlayStation and the game all over again. Then they got to buy the DLC all over again in the universe pack just to play with the friends that they want and the people that they connected the most with. See what I'm saying? So it's about time that crossplay comes out in those characters. It's time for characters like Jimmy and Kreskin and all these other characters to hit the battlefield and more. Let's get that crossplay in and let's make it happen. Let's get some more content for the game and more plans for the future so this game continues to shine on.